Hi everybody, my name is Myra and welcome to the Nurses Corner. I'm so excited to have you guys all here, and I've been wanting to do this for so long. I'm currently in my 5th semester of nursing school, which is my last semester. So I feel as though I have some tips, some secrets, just useful information that you could use on your journey. So I promise if you stick around, you're definitely going to learn a thing or two. So this video is on knowing which nursing prereqs to choose and how to get them done quickly. So first things first, you want to know what kind of college you are going to be applying to. Are you going to apply to a community college, or are you going to apply to a four-year university? I personally took my prereqs at a community college because it's cheaper.
I know that's right.
I transferred on to a four-year university, so it's really important that you figure that out first before deciding on any classes that you're going to be taking, okay? After deciding the type of college that you want to go to, the next step is to look at the programs. This is a really crucial step. This is where you want to really take your time and do your research. Maybe you know a friend or a sibling who's gone to that program before, or maybe you just want to go there because it's close to the house, which is fine, but please take your time. Look at their NCLEX pass rates. You don't want to end up in a program with a low NCLEX pass rate because that's going to mess you up later on. So take your time. Do your research, look at the programs that you want to get into. So after looking at all these programs, now you got to pick and narrow them down. When I started out, I thought I was gonna apply to like 20 different schools. You don't need to do that, okay? Pick like 4 to 7, I would say, is a good number, and just focus on those. And I'll explain why later on in the next step, but picking 4 to 7 is more than enough. But make sure that the 4 to 7 that you pick, check out all your boxes. So after picking your 4 to 7 or 8 programs that you want to apply to, you are going to go onto each and every individual school's website, okay, out of all the 7 that you have. The reason I say this is because on their websites, they're going to tell you what classes they want you to take. They're going to have like a little tab that says prereqs or something. Go on there and look at those classes. Now, the reason why I told you to narrow it to 4 to 7 earlier, is because not all schools require the same classes, okay? Some are going to have more, some are going to have less, and some are going to be completely off the radar. So you want to pick schools that have similar prereqs so that you're not taking prereqs for like 3 to 4 years, okay? Pick schools that have similar prereqs so that you could get those done quickly and you have more options when you're applying to them. So that step I mentioned is really important, okay? You really need to do that because this is where a lot of people waste so much time and so much money taking a whole bunch of classes that they don't need, okay? Because guess what? If you apply to them schools with classes that they didn't ask you to take, or classes that they require that you don't have, they're going to reject you. Applying to them and you don't have what they're asking you to. So please take your time to actually make sure you're taking the classes that they are asking for. Okay, it's just gonna be so much better all around for you, for the school. Everybody saves on some money. Okay, let me stop. All right. Okay, now it's time for my favorite step. I am a planner, okay? I love to plan. I can plan from today up until 10 years from now, okay? I love to plan. So, you guessed it, you're gonna need to get a planner, honey.
It's the mind-boggling.
Alright, I know. You need a planner, okay? You need to get a planner, and here is why. When you have your classes, right, you're going to have a whole bunch of classes. After you've looked at everything, you're going to have a whole bunch of classes written down, okay? What you're going to do is you're going to pick 4, 3, however many classes you think you can handle in a semester, and you're going to put them down on a particular semester. So let me explain a little bit. So we have fall, spring. In fall, I would probably take biology, government, not chemistry, Maybe literature, classes like that, right? You're gonna write them down per each semester. So guess what? When every semester comes, you already know what classes you're gonna take because you've already planned for it, right? You're not trying to figure out what you need to take next because it's already written down. Yeah. Well, one of the last things I want to touch on is please do not go putting all your hard classes in one semester, okay? The reason why I say this is because if you have 4 hard classes in one semester, it's going to be really hard for you to split your time and study for each one. Okay, good grades take time, they take effort, and you need to put down the time to get those grades. So my advice is, for example, if you're taking A&P, right? A lot of people, A&P is really hard for a lot of people. Maybe take A&P with government or literature. I'm just listing classes that are easy to me. Okay, I'm not saying that they're easy, but those classes are easier to me. So if I was taking A&P, I would pair it with something that I don't need to waste as much time studying. And I can take all that time and put in A&P and work harder. Because if you don't do that and you end up making bad grades in 2-3 semesters, when nursing schools are looking at your application, they're seeing a whole bunch of C's. Okay, they're gonna be like, I don't know if we want this C person. Okay, there's somebody over there who has all those A's. I'm gonna go with them. Hey, coach. And I'm not saying it's impossible to get into nursing school with C's. It just doesn't look as good, if that makes sense, right? So you want to strive to get that A. You want to strive to stay above average. You can definitely get into nursing school with C's. You can definitely get into med school with C's, but just try not to have them is what I'm trying to say, okay? Okay, guys, and that is the end of our video, okay? I think I have just about touched on everything. All that's left for you to do is just follow the plan that you made, and I promise you, okay, you will be successful. You just have to put in the work. You got to put in the time to get those grades, and you will do great. Okay, you will do great. If I can do it, you for sure can do it. Okay. But I think that's it. If you guys have any questions, feel free to email me. If you want to help, if you want me to help you plan, same thing. Feel free to email me. But yeah, and I will see you guys next time.